So this isn't Wednesday news as such, but it does involve us. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel, much appreciate it. Everything helps with the channel, and the channel's just growing and growing, and we'll just keep it going. The live stream will be on Saturday because we got a game Friday night where I would normally do a roundup. So and also keep an eye out. There's gonna be a couple of live streams the next couple of weeks because we've got a game Tuesday and Saturday, so you're probably going to get 2 live streams, maybe possibly 3 on next week. So keep an eye out for them. Trying to get more of them done if I can. So remember during deadline day, we had the whole situation where Duncan McGuire was spotted in a Sheffield hotel waiting to possibly get a medical and stuff done at Wednesday. And we're thinking, right, we've beaten Blackburn to the punch. We're going to get a young 22-year-old who's a good attacking player, and we're going to be able to have him in our attack. And we got that striker Danny wanted. We're like, right, brilliant. Roll on 4 p.m. and then Blackburn Rovers are back in and they're back talking to him. You're like, okay, that done. We're done now. It's over with. We're not going to get him. They sign him. They get it done and dusted. And you're like, right, we've missed out on the target. Move on. It's a shame. But apparently they didn't get their paperwork in on time, even though I think they put the in at 8. Apparently what's happened, and this is so far that people are finding out, and I've not seen anything that confirms it yet, but apparently they saved the document instead of submit. Now, they've done this before. They did this last year, or in the summer, with a player they wanted from Nottingham Forest, O'Brien. And it's not the first time they've done it. And it screamed to me that they didn't actually have the money for it in the first place. So we could have been carrying on talking to him. Now, for whatever reason, Wednesday didn't get the deal done, and he was there for some time. For whatever reason, we did not get the deal done with Mcguire to be a Wednesday player. If it was in case of talking to Orlando, we couldn't get a fee agreed there, or we couldn't get it agreed with the player because he wanted to go to Blackburn. He's already decided. And that being said, that's fine. You're not going to be able to convince some players. In the position we're in, it's a very difficult act. You look at trying to ask people to come. The fact that we got a couple in, then fine. But you've got to make an effort. And I don't know if we did. It's like we were trying to get something done with agents and stuff. And then by 4 p.m, they went to Blackburn and said, if there's any chance of this being redone again, by the looks of it, in the talks. And they went, yep, we can do this now because we've got the money through from Palace. Let's get this done. And again, the 4 lads left in limbo. Now, don't get me wrong. Blackburn Rovers are runners about as poorly as we are. The Venkies have been naff for them for years, and they're another club who could do with change of ownership sooner than later because it's just not been great for them. But the thing is, with Wednesday, we had an opportunity and we didn't take it. For whatever reason, it could be financial, it could be anything. But here's the thing for me. It felt like we were only working on this one deal. And then went into panic station to get Paveda and Pedersen in. Now, here's the thing. If we are in the way of that working on one deal, we have to have a better system. You've got to at least have 2 or 3 people working on more than one deal so it gets done. And this was an eye-opener to Danny because this is his first transfer window as a manager. So this is all new for him. I got the situation with this is that lessons, as we said about Danny to review the transfer window, I wonder if this is going to be a big thing that get talked about in that meeting and how to improve it and how we move on from player quicker than try to chase them. Because the more we chase players who don't want to be here, the less you don't want them. And that's the issue. I don't want players who don't want to be here. I want players who want to play for the team and be in a lineup and get things done. We're in a situation where I think our top goal scorer 5 with the lowest scoring team in the league by a country mile. And it just, we need a striker. We needed a recognised striker, and it shouldn't have come down to the last day. If this lad was who we were meant to be going for, why didn't it get done a lot earlier? Why didn't we try and get it over the line quicker? So, even though this story doesn't technically involve us, and they'll find out soon if Mcguire can be able to be registered with them on Thursday, I'm going to take a punt and say that he's not going to be, and he's probably going to go back to Orlando, and maybe them try and go, oh, we'll give you a pre-contract. And at that point, at what point does the lad say, nah, you're all right, thanks, mate. I've had enough. I'll just stay where I am, or I'll go elsewhere. If they go elsewhere, I want to know, would you want to go back in for him? If we did, would you want to see if we could go back in even if that is in League One? Would you want to try and go in for him and see what we can do? See if we can persuade him again. I know I just turned around and said, if a player doesn't want to come here, you don't want him. But would it be someone you want to go for, or move on again? And I think the thing would be to move on again. But we'll see. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.